Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another one. You know, one of the things that I absolutely love about the Delta is that you guys saw in the last video, I literally live like walking distance to a river and 4 minutes from the closest launch ramp. But I just drove an hour and about 15 minutes from the house just simply because I wanted to fish a different area of the Delta. I think in the last 3 weeks, we probably covered 150 plus miles of shoreline just between all the different areas of the Delta that I fished, and we've kind of come up with the same results. So we're in a different area now, but we're on a different area this time, and seeing what these fish are doing. Very overcast, nice weather, water temp has been heating up. We've got 70 degrees at launch. It's about 2 o'clock right now. We've got fish and we're going fishing. But water temp has leveled out, tide is up. Hopefully the fishing is good down here. This overcast is screaming reaction bite. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can find a couple. We are definitely going to start with moving, simply because I want to cover water as quickly as possible. But I think we should find out pretty fast if there's any fish using this highway right here. If not, we're going to keep moving. Like I said, 70-degree water temp. Clarity is not the greatest. It's a little stained still. We did have some rain recently, and typically this area stains and stays stained a little bit longer than the rest of the Delta. Not as much grass growth, so nothing to clean it up. But should be some fish out here. Just gotta stick one to let us know. And if I see cover like this, pick up the old flipping stick, flip it in there, see what happens. It's got a 1/4 ounce weight, little black and blue skirt with a purple trailer. Water stain down here, those darker colors are going to stand out a little bit more. At least that's the theory, right? I think all of us have like our go-to colors that we love and trust. Sometimes we have a hard time breaking that mold, but we'll let the fish tell us what we want, what they want. Now with this tied up, these fish could be tucked in pretty shallow, so the flip bait is really the only thing that can get in there. There's the fish. Feels like a striper though. No, a little largy. That is a good sign. I'm glad I stopped and checked the main river first, but it ain't a big one, but it's a buck. It's pissing. Get him right back. That is a good sign. That did not take very long. He was up pretty relatively shallow. on the chatterbait. Kind of a mushy bite though, but hey, I'm not going to complain about that. Catching fish on reaction, early spring, spawn. I'm feeling like we're getting a big one today. Oh, there was a fish right there. That was dirt shallow too. Holy crap. Made me come out of my flip-flop. That thing smoked it. Holy crap. Got like stuck on the wood or something. Jeez. Well, that's the second bite. Should have connected with that one. I don't know why I didn't get hooked, but there we go. Little guy. I don't know if that's the same one. It most likely is. Oops. Oh, and that's number 2. Another little buck. Don't know if that's the same one that bit, but it's a fish on a moving bait. That's 2 for the cause. Let's see if we can get another one out of here before we get back to our original spot that we were supposed to go to. Oh, these are bonus fish. Doesn't it make you feel good when your plan works? You know, you're like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna fish like this. Conditions are telling me to stop before I get to that spot just to check to see if they're there, and they end up being there. I mean, it's a very satisfying feeling, and I think it's one of the reasons why bass fishing is just so addicting, is that it's all about time and place, how much knowledge, how much time you spend on the water. It really is just the most addicting thing there is. And it feels extremely good when the pieces of the puzzle come together. Granted, we haven't caught a big fish yet, but it feels like it's gonna happen today. Just the conditions are screaming big fish bite, so see if we can't make it happen. Come on, it feels right. Where are you, big fish? I know you're up here somewhere. Plenty of grass, decent little trough behind it. Trying to keep it in the strike zone as long as possible. Come on, fish. Don't prove me wrong. Like I was saying, biggest chatterbait tip that I could give you guys. It's not just color, it's not weight, it's not rod, although that plays a big difference into how many fish you actually land, because this is a single hook point bait. But biggest tip that I have for you guys is variable retrieve. I like to throw on a 6-4-1. It seems like the right speed, especially for the jackhammer. Some other chatterbaits like a slower or faster, depending on what the blade is. And what I mean by a variable retrieve is after you cast it, I typically let it sink to the bottom depending on what I'm fishing. But I will slow roll it, give it a couple twitches, slow roll it, twitch. And what that does is it causes that jerk bait to hunt. And I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that, but for those people that don't, 9 times out of 10, I'm getting bit when I'm reeling like that. It's not that steady, you know, monotonous, just dunk, 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 dunk. It's when I'm variating how I'm actually retrieving it. Tip of the day. All right, time to go. We spent enough time here poking around. Come on, fish, show me where you at. Decent little keeper. Up shallow, barely hooked. Oops, and I'm going over trees. Solid one. On the foot bait. Not the size that I thought swam off with it, but that's another fish. Man, and I was dragging that thing so stinking slow. Gotta be more down there. Alrighty, well, I have been fishing for about an hour. Couple fish in the box, everything on a chatterbait so far. Well, one flipping bait. And I must have read the tides wrong or something, looked at the wrong day, but it's gonna be low tide all day till after sunset. So there isn't gonna be any water down here. And this place doesn't fish very well on super low tide. So I'm gonna give it maybe another 30, 45 minutes, maybe to about 4 o'clock. And if I don't catch anything, then I'm gonna run back out to the main river where I was getting bit. So fingers crossed, we can figure something out. There's one. That's a good one. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at that one. Short, fat, thick. Ate the chatterbait. Oh, that felt good. Popped it right off of a tree. Boom. 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 Six-one, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I knew it. I knew it. I just had a feeling the weather was participating today. It lined up for that bite. Oh, that feels so good. 6-pounder in the box. We were shooting for a 3. We got a 6. Oh. And I was just about to leave. I was like, I gotta check one more spot, a little bit deeper bank because it's low tide. Popped it off a tree and boom, that felt good. I'm surprised I didn't lose that fish because it was kicking my butt. But one big one down, how about another? That fish had it for a while, I think. I was shaking it, didn't even know he was there. Small one, off a deep tree. Alrighty, so there's one interesting thing about today. Before I left the house, I was looking at all my hats and I was like, I'll throw on the old lucky hat, you know, the old dingy, sweaty, full-on black Pline that's no longer black. And I was like, I'll wear my lucky hat today, see if that makes a difference. Bam, big fish bite. Oh, it feels good. Feels like the Delta is finally turning on. Granted, I didn't catch a whole lot of fish today. One reason, poor planning on the tide. I really thought that it was going to be high tide down there, and it really was completely bone dry. So that was my fault. But it's nice to get moving bait bites, and finally get a chatterbait bite that's a good fish. So, man, it's amazing how one big bite just changes your whole day. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Got a tournament coming up, TOC at the end of the month, and then Windy Wednesday Nighters are starting next month. So it is almost here, and man, I can't wait. Can't wait for that topwater frog bite, punch bite. It's gonna be a fun one this year. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next video upload, and remember, any cast can be a giant. Peace.